banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room for the review of the Tiger Gamecom Pocket Pro, which I'm about to review after I play some Neo Geo, because a man's gotta have priorities. And the Neo Geo comes first. Certainly before this thing. Oh no, it's back! The dreaded Tiger Gamecom handheld game system, only this time it's smaller. It's the Gamecom Pocket Pro, which is a contradiction in terms because this is amateur hour. It doesn't really matter how small or compact they make the Gamecom because it's still a giant disappointment. Now, unlike its big brother, this thing only holds one game and the stylus is missing, so we'll use the Skylander Bobble Stylus. Because Spyro the Dragon is a huge Gamecom fan for some strange reason. Maybe because it uses less batteries. Who wants to waste 4 batteries on a crappy Gamecom game when the Gamecom Pocket Pro only uses 2? Speaking of 2, that's the number of Gamecom games the original one would hold. Kind of a neat feature that they removed to make the Gamecom Pocket Pro smaller. It only holds 1 game, which can be easily inserted into the Gamecom if you're actually holding it the right way, which I'm not doing here. Subconsciously, I may be delaying the inevitable disappointment that I'm going to face when playing a Gamecom game like The Lost World, which is truly horrific beyond imagination. So, now that the game has been properly inserted, we'll tap the touch screen with our Skylander's Bobble Stylus and start the game, which isn't actually starting here. So the Gamecom doesn't even want to play it. It knows it sucks. So let's just give it the old classic game room sign of encouragement and move on to some of the other innovative features, like the light. Look, there's a light built into the Gamecom, can you see it? The screen is now being illuminated from within. Although, it looks exactly the same to me. What's going on here? Let's turn the lights out and enjoy the Gamecom's illuminated screen. Wow. This thing is terrible. I would say that maybe it worked better when it was new, but my guess is no. It probably sucked all along. Typically, the dark is the best way to enjoy Gamecom games. That way you don't actually have to see the horror on screen. Because it has to be the worst handheld game system ever made, yet strangely, I love reviewing Gamecom games. Because nobody expects me to actually put together a good review. Pretty much all the games are terrible, but for what it's worth, the Gamecom does make the Mattel Hyperscan look like the Sega Genesis. Alright, let's turn the lights back on because this backlit screen is terrible. I actually prefer the styling and size of the Gamecom Pocket Pro. I mean, bigger is usually better, and it's good when the game system works like the Game Gear or the Atari Lynx, but in the Gamecom's case, you just want it to go away. But Tiger does give us all of the buttons and touch screen required to play terrible Gamecom games like Jurassic Park: The Lost World, a game I'm eagerly looking forward to reviewing. That game looks awesome, so I've got a classic game room shout out and thank you to send to Andrew from Burlington, New Jersey, for sending this to the show. Thank you, Andrew, because now I can finally crush New Jersey and Philadelphia at the same time with a giant Gamecom. Gamecom smash! It's the Gamecom Pocket Pro, a game system best kept in your pocket. That's right, kids. I have a Gamecom Pocket Pro in my pocket right now. Which is the best place for it, because you sure as hell don't want to play it.